Before the match even began, some defenders already knew they were in trouble. You could see it in their eyes, the tension in their stance, because across from them stood something different. Not just a footballer, but a force of nature. The kind of striker who didn't need 10 chances. Just one. The kind who made world-class defenders panic, who made goalkeepers pray, who turned football into a nightmare for anyone who tried to stop them. These are the top 10 strikers who terrified defenders. The predators who didn't just score goals, they hunted them. Number 10, Didier Drogba, the big game beast. When Didier Drogba stepped onto the pitch, it wasn't just football, it was war. 6 feet 2 inches, built like a heavyweight boxer, but moved like a dancer. He wasn't just strong, he was ruthless. And when the lights burned brightest, that's when he came alive. Finals, he owned them. 10 finals, 10 goals. When others froze, Drogba thrived. Ask Bayern Munich. In 2012, with Chelsea seconds away from defeat, Drogba rose above everyone. One header, one roar, one title. He didn't score the most goals, he didn't win the most awards, but he had something numbers can't measure. Fear. Every defender knew it. When Drogba's eyes locked on goal, destiny was already written. Number 9, Fernando Torres, the lightning storm. For a few years in the mid-2000s, there was no striker alive as fast, as lethal, or as devastating as El Niño Fernando Torres at Liverpool was pure chaos. A blur of blonde hair, burning speed, and surgical precision. He didn't dribble around defenders, he ran through them. His partnership with Gerrard felt telepathic. A flash, a touch, and the net exploded. Torres didn't just beat defenders, he embarrassed them. Vidic, Terry, Puyol, all left gasping in his wake. Injuries later stole his magic, but for that golden window, Torres was unstoppable. He wasn't just fast, he was frightening. Every time he sprinted behind the line, defenders froze because once he was gone, it was already too late. Number 8, Andriy Shevchenko, the cold assassin. Before Messi, before Ronaldo. Shevchenko was the benchmark, ice in his veins, precision in every movement. He wasn't flashy, he wasn't loud, he was clinical. At AC Milan, he moved like a sniper. One step, one strike, one goal. He didn't need chaos. He created silence. The silence that comes right after the net ripples. Serie A defenders used to call him the Shadow because you never saw him coming until you were already beaten. Ballon d'Or winner, Champions League winner. A striker so efficient it felt unfair. Shevchenko didn't terrify with aggression. He terrified with inevitability because you could play perfectly for 89 minutes and he'd still find that 1 second to destroy you. Number 7, Samuel Eto'o, the relentless predator. Some strikers chase goals. Samuel Eto'o hunted greatness. Fast, powerful, and ruthless. He had the killer's instinct of a lion. Whether it was Barcelona's tiki-taka or Inter's counterattacks, Eto'o adapted and dominated. He wasn't just part of great teams. He made them great. 3 Champions League titles, 2 trebles. And in each one, Eto'o was the hammer that struck last. He thrived on disrespect. The more you doubted him, the deadlier he became. That snarl after every goal wasn't celebration. It was vengeance. He wasn't the tallest or the strongest, but when defenders saw Eto'o charging at them, they knew it was already over. Number 6, Robert Lewandowski. The machine. Lewandowski isn't human. He's precision programmed into a body. His game isn't chaos or instinct. It's calculation. He studies movement like a scientist, measures space like an engineer, and finishes like an artist. When Bayern Munich hit their peak, he was the spear of destruction. 5 goals in 9 minutes. Records shattered. Goalkeepers humiliated. He doesn't need emotion to kill you. He just needs time and a single mistake. Defenders describe facing him as like playing chess with a computer because Lewandowski never panics, never misses, never stops. He's not the loudest. He's not the flashiest. But when you see him standing in the box, completely still, you know the storm is coming. Number 5, Karim Benzema, the Phantom King. For years, Benzema lived in the shadows of superstars. But when the lights dimmed and the stars faded, he remained. Quiet, elegant, unstoppable. His terror isn't physical, it's psychological. He drifts between defenders like smoke, invisible until it's too late. That 2021-22 season, a masterclass in domination. Hat tricks against PSG and Chelsea, dragging Real Madrid through impossible nights. He didn't shout, he didn't celebrate wildly, he just ended you. Benzema is proof that you don't need chaos to cause fear. You just need control. Every movement, every finish, measured, inevitable, fatal. He's the assassin who smiles before the strike. Number 4, Zlatan Ibrahimovic, the ego of a god. Lions don't compare themselves to humans. That's Zlatan. And for nearly 2 decades, defenders were his prey. Tall, strong, acrobatic. He played football like it was martial arts. Bicycle kicks, back heels, volleys. Everything felt impossible until he did it. He didn't just want to win. He wanted to dominate you, to make you question why you even tried to stop him. From Ajax to Milan, from PSG to LA, Zlatan didn't adapt to leagues adapted to him. He was arrogance personified, but he backed up every word. For defenders, it wasn't just physical fear. It was humiliation waiting to happen. Because when Zlatan was on the pitch, you weren't just facing a striker. You were facing a statement. Number 3, Thierry Henry, the perfect predator. When Henry ran at you, it was over. He didn't sprint. He glided. He didn't shoot. He sculpted. Every goal was art in motion. Arsène Wenger called him a striker from the future, and he was right. He could beat you for pace, technique, or intelligence. Whatever you tried, he was already 3 moves ahead. At Arsenal, defenders didn't try to stop him. They tried to survive him, that trademark curl into the far post. The most elegant executioner's blade football has ever seen. And when he smiled after scoring, it wasn't arrogance, it was inevitability. Because Henry knew exactly what was coming. He didn't just play the game beautifully. He redefined beauty itself. Number 2, Ronaldo Nazario, the original fear. Before Ronaldo, defenders feared mistakes. After Ronaldo, they feared perfection. At his peak, he wasn't human. He was evolution in motion. Explosive pace, perfect control, power that shattered physics. He didn't dribble around you, he dismantled you. One shimmy and your entire defensive line collapsed. Defenders didn't know where he'd go. They just knew they couldn't follow. At 21, he was already a Ballon d'Or winner. By 25, he was broken. Knees shattered by the same power that made him divine. But even half fit, he returned and conquered the World Cup in 2002. 8 goals, a redemption arc written in fire. Ronaldo Nazario didn't just terrify defenders, he made them question their profession. Because when he played, football looked unfair. Number 1, Luis Suarez, the chaos engine. He wasn't the fastest, he wasn't the tallest, he wasn't the strongest. But Luis Suarez had something even scarier. Madness, your unpredictable, unstoppable madness. He fought for every inch, every ball, every goal like it was life or death. Defenders hated facing him because he never stopped. One moment he'd nutmeg you, the next he'd score from an impossible angle. Every tackle, every rebound, he was there first. At Liverpool, he turned chaos into poetry. At Barcelona, he turned partnership into perfection. He scored with both feet, with his head, with deflections, rebounds, even bites of controversy. And yet, no one could deny his genius. He was fire personified, wild, raw, and unstoppable. Every time he stepped onto the pitch, defenders didn't just prepare for a striker, they prepared for a storm. Luis Suarez wasn't just feared, he was respected. Because deep down, every defender knew he'd rather die trying than ever stop fighting. In every era, there's a striker who defines fear, the kind of player who turns defense into desperation. But fear isn't just about power or goals. It's about what they represent, inevitability. Because when these 10 names stepped onto the pitch, the ending was already written. That's what makes football magic. Not the scoreline, not the stats, but that heartbeat, that whisper before kickoff. When defenders look up, and realize who they're facing. That's the moment the game truly begins. This is inside the game, where football's greatest stories are never just played, they're felt.